What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. I'm your host, Jarrell Hicks, here to bring a recap of Bryce Mitchell versus Fili. Let's get right into it. So this is my first time seeing Bryce Mitchell live on TV. I've seen his highlights throughout the years. I've seen his crazy submission, the one submission a year last year. First time seeing Fili, been in UFC for 7 years, 30 years old, but he really impressed me. To my recollection, I don't remember seeing him. I probably seen him on an undercard or somewhere on a preliminary card, but um, this fight he really impressed me. I'm being on the lookout for him now. Every time I see him on the card, he's very impressive. But let's get right into it. Bryce Mitchell wins the fight, unanimous decision. He controlled the fight round one and round three. Round two was a toss-up. I'll give it to Bryce, me personally, but everyone else I've seen gave it to Andre, which I'm not mad at. Andre did control the matchup for most of the fight, for most of the second round. But towards the end, the last minute and 50, I think Bryce just took control. And Bryce had good moments even when they were standing up. But Andre was controlling the second for most of the round. Once he hit that knee on Bryce, that well-timed knee, the knee to the face, Bryce backed up and started to respect him. I don't think it stunned him quite like, he was dazed at all, but it really made him respect him. Like, okay, I gotta really pick my spots perfectly because he can land some on me. But outside of that, though, man, it was ground and pound for Bryce Mitchell on Andre. Took him down at ease, at will, with no problem. But when he did get on the ground, Andre played it smart, played it perfectly, didn't panic, showed his veteran skills, and also showed his youth in having the explosive athleticism to get out of those bad spots. About 3 or 4 times throughout the fight, he literally flipped himself. He flipped his hips and flipped him and Andre. They swapped positions, and he was on top of Bryce Mitchell. Great technique, great explosiveness, but they couldn't capitalize on it. Bryce Mitchell was just a dog on the ground. He continued to get out from those spots and regain control over Andre. And when they stood up, Andre didn't quite dominate enough as he needed to win. Bryce is cool on his feet. He isn't great, but he's cool on his feet enough to he can land some hits, land some nice leg kicks, nice jabs, nice hooks, and to be respectable on the ground where you can't just dominate him. I mean, on his feet where you can't just dominate him. And he fought well on his feet. He wasn't great, he wasn't spectacular, but he held his own. He did enough, and that's what counts. Bryce Mitchell is top 15. He might move up to 11 now. I know his camp was saying top 10. I'll say 11. I need one more fight to see. But 5-0 in UFC, all five were good fights. Coming to this fight, they were saying Andre would be his hardest fight. He definitely was very impressive. But Bryce Mitchell gets the win. 5-0 in UFC. Can't wait to see who he fights next, who he goes up against next. I don't really have any picks in my head, but I can't wait to see. But that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.